Had a comment recently that I wanted to create a video on. Someone had their blood pressure go up after starting keto, so I decided to create a video to explain what that is. Now, there's something called glycogen. Glycogen is basically stored glucose. So we have a glucose molecule, and when you store glucose molecules in a chain, in a group, it's called glycogen. And glycogen needs potassium to be stored. For every molecule of glucose that's attached, it needs one molecule of potassium. Also, one molecule of glucose holds or retains 3 to 3.5 molecules of water. So with each one of these little glucose molecules that are attached, you have 3+ molecules of water. So when we think of glycogen, we can really think of a sponge. You're holding a lot of fluid. All right, so that's concept number one. Glycogen is stored sugar. It holds a lot of water. It also stores potassium. Concept number two, this glycogen is stored in the liver and your muscles primarily. It's stored in other places, but those are the two places it's stored. When you do keto and you lower your carbs and you do fasting, okay, intermittent fasting or fasting, you are going to deplete your liver glycogen. Now, if you fast for a little bit longer time, you're going to really deplete your liver glycogen down to almost zero. So now you're just left with the glycogen in your muscle. So think about this. You're going to get rid of all this stored glucose, which comes with this water, which comes with this potassium. You're going to drop a lot of extra fluid and electrolytes with an S because there's other minerals that go along with this. So when you lose water, you lose electrolytes in general, but we're also losing more potassium. One of the main causes of hypertension, especially essential hypertension, which is about 90% of all cases of hypertension. And by the way, essential means unknown cause. There's some great data that shows that this essential hypertension is really a potassium deficiency. Okay, remember we just talked about that? So when you do keto, not only do you lose potassium sometimes, the requirement for potassium goes up because we're converting over to fat burning as well. And if you're already deficient in potassium, and now you're really deficient in potassium, your blood pressure could go up. So how do we solve this? Well, we just do the healthy version of keto. Start consuming more vegetables, like 7 to 10 cups. Things that are loaded with potassium. Avocados are a good thing to eat as well. So we do this, we get more potassium. Hopefully the blood pressure can come down. You may also want to enhance your diet with some extra potassium, like 1,000 milligrams of potassium per day, just to kind of speed things up. All right, thanks for watching. Hey, before you leave, I just wanted to give you a little quick history on some of the books that I wrote. This was one of the first books. It's called Dr. Berg Body Shapes. It was my attempt at writing about body types. What was very interesting about this book is I actually did all the images myself. Don't ask me why. They look actually not quite as professional as some of the images that I have in the new book. But anyway, this is my first attempt right here called Dr. Berg's Body Shape Diets. And then I wrote a book more extensive called The 7 Principles of Fat Burning. I don't even have a copy anymore, actually, because it's outdated. The next book, I put about 1,000 hours into this one right here called The New Body Type Guide. Major updates on the body types. I put a lot of energy into this. It has professional images, graphics, all sorts of things. Now, the problem with this book is it doesn't really describe what this is really about. Body types are only a small portion of what's in this book. And that's why I changed the name to the Healthy Keto Plan, okay? If you happen to have this book, you don't really need this book because there's some only very, very minor updates. But if you don't have this, you need to get this one right here. This book goes into every single detail that you would ever want to know about. It goes into the 7 principles of fat burning. It goes into hormones, the body types, the basic keto plan. It goes into intermittent fasting. I talk about the 10 fat-burning triggers and blockers and fat-burning strategies with a lot of details in every single chapter. I go into body issues that interfere with losing weight. There's very few people that just have a weight problem. They have a lot of body issues, whether it's sleeping problems, stress problems, inflammation, menopause. I cover that extensively in this book. Then I talk about how to get rid of stress, and I show you a technique. Then I get into exercising. And then I have a lot of really good recipes in this book as well. So this is a good reference guide. On my website, if you get this book, you get this one free. It's called Healthy Keto Intermittent Fasting. This is the shortcut, quick guide to this book. And the reason I created this book is to have you, within 45 minutes, learn how to do keto, okay, in intermittent fasting, exactly what you need to do. Then you can fill in the blanks with this book right here. So right now I'm doing a special. If you get this book, you get this one totally free, or you can go to Amazon and get these individually. So I just want to clarify the difference between this book and this updated one right here. If you don't have this, you need to get this right here. That way you can get the exact correct information to do it healthily.